Hey YouTube, I thought I'd just give you an update on what's been going on with the Frontera. I know, it's been a long time coming, long time coming. There's a lot to tell and it won't all be in this video, but this is the last part of what I need to do. I've had to buy a second engine and that is now in, and the Phoenix is running. It has risen. More of that in the next video. All I've got left to do now is, excuse the wobbliness, all I've got to do is put on the dust plate on the back of the disc, put the disc and hub on, and the brake caliper, well, the caliper mounting bracket, the brake caliper, bleed the brakes, and the last wheel on. It's taken a long time. It's almost 2 years since my last video. I will explain why again in the next video. If you've got any questions, just put them in the comments box below. If you haven't already yet subscribed, please do so and hit the notification bell for my future videos. I now have new equipment, a better computer, 2 better high-res cameras and a better internet connection to make things a little bit easier. It was taking up to 2 hours to upload a 10-minute video before, and I got rather bored with it. The rear brakes are done, new discs, new calipers, everything cleaned up, adjusted. The back wheels are back on and they're back on the ground. There we go. The whole thing needs a damn good clean, damn good power wash. There's lots of green mould yuck on it because it's been sat here so long now. But there we are. This side front done, new calipers, new refurbished caliper mounting brackets, new brake pads, top bottom ball joint, suspension, anti-roll bar, drop links. I can't go through everything that's been replaced. It wasn't supposed to be a full restoration job, but I've done it anyway because while it's off, it doesn't make sense not to do it. I've replaced the wiper blades front and back. As soon as it started up, the alarm started playing up. I've had all that disconnected and I need to get a new key. I have no central locking. Let me take you up here. This is going to be quite a rough video. I have new video editing software which I have paid for. Again, I'll explain why another time. The last job I have left to do is clean up this horrible, rusty, nasty, yucky caliper mounting bracket, because I can't put that on looking like that when I've got a nice new shiny chrome aluminium brake caliper. It just wouldn't be right and it wouldn't do it justice. I have been putting this off, so that's the next job I'm getting on with. I'll leave you with that for the moment. I don't know what I'll come back with next. I'll start putting all this together and I'll give you an update. Stay tuned. Comments welcome. Thank you. Right, here we are, back again. Moving on. A considerable amount of work with the wire wheel attachment on the cordless drill, and now the caliper mounting bracket is pretty much de-rusted, all the loose rust gone. All I need to do now is paint that so it matches the colour of the brand new brake caliper, and then it's ready to go. Once I've put the restored, refurbished rear dust plate on the hub. Stay with me, this might be worth watching. Right, so after a little bit more wire wheeling, and cleaning up this bracket, I've managed to spray it with VHT paint, very high temperature paint, and it now matches front and back the new caliper, and I feel a lot better about putting that back. So that's all four corners done in exactly the same way. I was putting this particular one off because it was particularly bad. I still have to grease it all up with copper grease before the caliper can be attached to it, but I could never put it back in the same way that it was. So before I can do that, what I need to do is put on the track rod end, the new track rod end that I've got, or tie rod end, for my friends in the States, while I can still get access, and then put on the dust plate on the back of the hub, and we'll get it fitted on. Progress. As always, let me have your comments, let me know if there's anything that I should be doing, anything I haven't done. Like, comment, subscribe, always appreciate it. For now, stay tuned. Right, just so you can see what it is I'm talking about exactly, if I put on the back dust plate to the brake disc, I'm not going to be able to see the track rod end, tie rod end. So while everything's out of the way, I'm going to take off the old tie rod track rod end, and I'm going to put on the nice new one, still here in a brand new plastic bag. I can get the spanner into it, I can do what I need to do, and then we'll start building everything up in the right order. If I sound a little bit odd, I'll explain that a little bit later. I intend to do a vlog if you're interested. If you want to hear that, once again, you might get tired of me saying it, please subscribe. And I'll tell you what, it's been going on in the last 2 years, almost 2 years since I released the last video. But now the light's fading, and I'll carry on with this tomorrow. Stay with me. Appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, here we are, Friday the 11th of September, the next day. I'm back outside. I've had time overnight to contemplate what it is I'm going to do with this beastie. And I have also already finally got the last tie rod end fitted. There we are, when I can find it. I've already tried fitting 2 of these, brand new, and the nut just would not go down onto them. But I've done it this time, so that's on and it's torqued down properly. So that's new track rod end and new sway bar link. Hope you can see this. New top ball joint. It's also got a new bottom ball joint. Bit difficult to film that. Everything's greased up. I've also put in a new half shaft gator on this end while I had the opportunity to do it, and on the light ain't great, I apologise. On here, a new wheel speed sensor for the ABS. Replacement ones for these were going to be £96 each, so about $135 or something for each side, and both sides were pretty rotten and nasty, and I wasn't going to pay that, more than half the price of the car for one of these for each side. These came off, well, these were ordered as rear sensors from the back of a Mazda 323, which I found out from a forum would fit, and with a little bit of fettling they do, but they had to be soldered in. Can't really see that. Let's get my soldering iron out and do all that, so that's ready to go once the back plate goes on. Now the track rod end is in, tie rod end I can put on the back plate. I've also restored that and made it look pretty. So let's have a look at that next. Right, here it is, the rear dust cover for the front driver's side axle, restored because it was nasty, rusty, covered in brake dust and grease and muck. I've sprayed the inside with high temperature paint, matte. I've restored the nuts, and they're also painted with copper grease as well, so they come out easy if I ever need to take them out again. Just take those out. The outside I painted with just high gloss paint, so that from the back and underneath, when Mr. MOT Tester looks at them, he thinks, oh, this guy's been paying attention to detail. He's been doing a good job, which puts him in a positive frame of mind, which is better than a negative frame of mind when he's looking for things to fail the thing on an MOT. Our roadworthy test over here in the UK, that looks great. It's shiny, it's lovely, all the bolts are shiny, everything's good. So he's not going to be looking out for things because everything's rusty and horrible and nasty. So let's get this on and I'll show you what that looks like now that I've got the track rod end on. Bear with me. Okay, so there we are. The rear dust cover is on for the front brake disc. You can see what I mean about the access to that tie rod end. It was already proving difficult anyway, so I've had, oh, excuse me, I would have had to fight with this in the way to get this on. And I wasn't prepared to do that given the difficulty at the time, but that's all. That does look quite pretty. The disc with the hub attached, which I've already done and restored, is ready to go on, but that's going to have to be for the next video. I'll show the disc and the hub in a minute, just to round this video off. Stay with me, I hope you will. And this is it, the next thing to go on. Once again, apologies for wobbliness. This is supposed to be stable cam, but there's the hub attached to the new disc that's got to go on next. I've cleaned everything up. It's got a couple of these all over it. Apologies for the delay. This is really heavy. Front vented disc, and at the back I have the ABS reluctor ring for the new sensor that I bought and soldered in, which hopefully it will mate up correctly and not give me an error code. It's all shiny and nice. It's a bit mucky at the moment. I need to give it a bit of a wipe because it has been sat around. Once that goes on, I get my restored mounting bracket for the new brake caliper, and it'll all look as good as it does all the way around for Mr. MOT Tester. But that's for another video. I'll leave you with that now. If there's anything you need to know, just put some questions in the comments box down below. And if you want to keep up with this, once again, I'll be boring and say subscribe, like, or share. Next stuff is going to be in the next video, which hopefully will be soon, once I get used to my new kit. Bye for now.